Saban went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind because he was way behind. He was willing to make a deal. Seriously? You know that song? So check this out. Check this out. Actually, 580 Sooner put this one out, and I'm just going to quote it because I think it's just cool. I think it's a great way to start the show. Saban went down to Georgia. He was looking for a national title to steal. He was in a bind because he was way behind. He was willing to make a deal. When he came across this young man, Tua, saw him on the field and playing it hot. Said, boy, I can't even finish it. I'm sorry, it's so funny. You know what? I'll put a link to this because this is awesome. Like, Nick Saban is the devil. And he goes to Georgia to steal the national title. And he's a little behind because Auburn beat his behind. He stole the national title. He stole the national title without winning a conference title. All right. Before we get into Jerry Schmidt and this sham of national title, roll call. What's up, Sooner Bomb? I see you in the fan. Bomb in the house. P-Dub Sooners. I like it. Jake Richards. What's good, fam? Christopher Bundy. I see you. Q-Ball. What's good? Jake. What's good? Hank. I see you. Nick Wolf in the house. Flame. What's good? Finn. What's up? Cat Tiger. Brendan. What's good? Damon. What's good? Nancy. Crazy Engine in the house. Michael Davis. I see you. Val. Eric. What's good? Debate Hitman. I like it. JSL. Ronnie. Nathan. What's up? Bobby. What's up? Dread Out. Mama. Braden. What's up? Larry. What's good? Ooh, Doc's in here. I like it. That's what's up. Man, y'all all in here. Let me see. I missed some people. Hold on a second. Just a second. Larry, what's good? David, what's good? Kenny, what's good? Jay Word in the house. Jack, what's good? Taylor, what's up? Man, Norman's in here. SFC Bonds. David Prater in the house. What's good? OKC Girl 82. I like it. Let me see. Bastian Reynolds. That's what's up. Stacy. Ooh, Stacy's new. I like it. Craig, what's up? Austin, what's good? Tommy, what's good? Legendary J. I like it. Willie, what's good? Bruce in the house. Curtis in the house. That's what's up. Riley, what's up? B-Man in the house. Shannon, what's up? Jesse, what's good? Smitty. I see you, Smitty, in relation to Schmitty. We're going to get to that later. Camelo. Ooh, I like it. Okie Cobb. What's good? Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Jack Bowles in here. All right. So we got to talk first and foremost about Jerry Schmidt. We got to talk about Jerry Schmidt. So as it turns out, Jerry Schmidt, after 19 years, is calling it quits at the University of Oklahoma as the strength and conditioning coach for the football team. Now, this is important for a number of reasons. Number one, he was tied for longest tenured on the football coaching staff with Matt McMillan, who's director of football operations at OU, and Cale Gundy, who is every other year coaching a different offensive position. So it's really hard to say what Cale does except recruit. Cale can recruit. Cale can recruit. Anyway, Jerry was one of the original guys that Bob brought over with him to help him rebuild OU into the monster that it is today, the kind of monster where we don't take L's in the Rose Bowl well, but that's another story. Anyway, Jerry Schmidt is also a legend among strength and conditioning coaches, and I know something about this because not too long ago, my dream job was to be the strength and conditioning coach at Oklahoma. Like I got the exercise science degree to prove it, along with several personal trainer certifications and NSCA, and I took the CPT and the CSCS test. Anyway, Jerry's a legend among strength and conditioning coaches and in the football universe because, man, when he got to Oklahoma, there was a new day of football, where you had monsters like Adrian Peterson, where he would hand him an 80-pound dumbbell and then jump onto a 30-inch platform with the dumbbell. He's making monsters out of these kids. Sterling Shepard is another guy. I remember watching Sterling Shepard play when I was covering OU football at Heritage Hall in OKC, and he was a skinny, 175 maybe. My goodness, dude's like 205. His chest is out to here after 2 years with Schmitty, right? I mean, he's just a monster now. Anyway, that's the kind of value Jeremy Schmidt brought to Oklahoma, and he was one of the most dependable guys in the entire staff, right? He knew he was going to come to work. He knew he was going to do his job, and it seems like Texas A&M has become the Man City of college football in that they want to buy, a top 5 ranking. They want to see if they can't buy a national title. So they give the richest contract in college football history to Jimbo Fisher. You're going to guarantee 10 years, $75 million. You are crazy. But then they pull another rabbit out of the hat and they go get Jerry Montgomery to come down from the Packers to coach their defensive line. The same Jerry Montgomery that was our defensive line coach. Man, I'm going to be salty if he turns that defensive line into monsters, because it just got really hard for Oklahoma to recruit defensive linemen in Texas, because one of the best defensive line recruiters in the country is at A&M now. Fire Mike Stoops. Anyway, Jerry Montgomery's on my short list of guys that I wanted to be the defensive coordinator at Oklahoma. So I'm sick about that. And then, I forget who said it, but like Texas A&M is becoming OU South, right? First with Kevin Sumlin, right? Then Brandon Williams, running back turned defensive back. Keith Ford, great running back. He was the truck stick. There's so many OU highlights of Keith Ford putting his shoulder into somebody and that person being incapacitated for a time. Trevor Knight went down there on a grad transfer. So it's just, there's just, man, it's becoming an epidemic with Texas A&M just picking off folks that were at OU. But in terms of Jerry, it seems reading the tea leaves here, not reading the tea leaves, just reading paid premium content that I'm not going to give out for free, but they put a big bag of money in front of Jerry Schmidt and said, bro, you want to be one of the highest paid strength and conditioning coordinators in the country? Because check it out. Jerry Schmidt, according to USA Today, which does a great job compiling these salaries and these databases, Jerry Schmidt was making $339,000 annually to be not just the strength coach for the football team, but the director of sports enhancement for the entire athletic program. So he oversees all the other strength coaches who are responsible for everything from men's basketball to women's golf, like all of them. That was his job, in addition to being the guy who, is responsible for the football team. But what I looked at was, and this is one of the reasons I don't think that, OU was prepared to compete with the offer that whatever it is that A&M put in front of him. I'm sure we'll find out pretty soon. But he's the 15th highest paid strength and conditioning coordinator in the country. And that would bother me. That would bother me if I was Jerry Schmidt, because I've been doing this for 19 years. And who hit me with the super chat? Where is it? Who did it? I need to know. Okay, that's all right. Thank you. Oh, there it is. So, okay, Angry. I was like, I appreciate it, Angry. Angry was like, when's the next? Angry was like, when's the next stream? I need to hit you up. I appreciate it, man. I have fun. Y'all have fun. It's one of the reasons I love doing it, And Angry's a lot of fun on Twitter. I'm going to follow at the Angry Sooner. Also, give Sooner Bomb a follow, man. I got some really cool stuff from him. Just some really cool Excel spreadsheets that I hope to share with you guys later in regards to recruiting, in regard to scholarship distribution, in regard to position breakdowns, all stuff we're going to get into later. But to finish up on Jerry Schmidt, the highest paid strength and conditioning coordinator in the country is a fellow named Chris Doyle. And you could be forgiven for not knowing who Chris Doyle is because he's the strength coach at Iowa. Iowa? Oh, Cole, I appreciate that. Cole said, Angry inspired me. I appreciate that, fam. That's what's up. So, look, if I was Schmidt and I'd been the 1991 strength coach of the year, I'd put 18 first rounders into the NFL draft. I'd be looking up at that going, why am I the 15th highest paid? Why am I not one of the top 5? That would bug me. And then to come to find out, the guy at Oklahoma State, Rob Glass, makes more money than Jerry Schmidt. Oklahoma State? Seriously? Pokes? Okey pokey? Oklahoma Light? Seriously? We gonna let those fellas out? But then again, the way that Oklahoma State does things, that fits. Paying all this stupid money for 3 home losses, But then again, they're fleecing people, and that's another bigger issue is this balloon of money around support staff. When you're paying coordinators $2 million a year, forget head coaches. You can make an argument for that because they got to be in the charity golf tournaments. They got to call up donors. They have more to do than just coach football. But support staff, I can't get with that. Anyway, we lost Jerry Schmidt because OU did not want to compete. Thank you, Uncle Lou. I appreciate that. I thank you so much. It's nice to have you here. play nice, please. That's all we're asking. Michael! Thank you, fam. I like doing it. I'm glad that y'all like doing it. You know, this is, yeah. I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. I'm glad y'all are having a good time. It's one of the reasons that I, stick to these Wednesdays where we do these live streams, man, because it's fun. Which leads me to some announcements. Bob had actually alluded to it. So at Patreon, right, there's a bunch of y'all that have, Bomb! Bomb! This is like, Bomb and Angry stay donating to this channel, man. And frankly, they keep me on my game, I appreciate y'all, man. Look, so over at Patreon, we're at like $249, and I've decided that if we get to $300, I'm doing bi-weekly podcasts, and then weekly later, but bi-weekly to start, because there's enough people who want podcasts. Like they listen to these, they don't watch them. And I've been asked on and on and on about iTunes and Stitcher. And I can afford to do that, when we get to 300, because all this stuff that you guys give me goes back into the channel. It really does. That's my cousin Roderick Balaam, who keeps telling me that I need to talk to him more. And so that's a nice ploy, Rico. Also, he's a Vols fan. Kenny, thank you, fam. I appreciate it. Yo, look, man, I'm having a good time. I'm glad y'all are having a good time. Also, we're gonna start sticking to a weekly schedule of things that you can expect to come out with, things that I know that people like the playbook videos, where I diagram schemes and I diagram plays. I'm going to try to make those a weekly occurrence. We're going to get to Football 101, where we tackle such questions as, what is holding? Also, what is a red shirt? All the way to, what does a zero technique do in a 3-4 defense? Because there are people who like football who want to know more about football. And because it's off season, we're going to institute some fun Friday type stuff where we'll talk about some things that aren't necessarily related to OU, like, say, Thunder. I know a lot of people have been asking me about what we can do with Thunder. What's good with Romar? That's a good question. So Matt Romar basically, oh, wow, Jason, y'all, thank you. Let the good times roll. I'm having a good time. I'm glad y'all are having a good time, man. That's one of the reasons I keep trying to come up with ways to give you value for what you want from this channel. And one of the reasons, if you hit the super chat, you hit the Patreon, I listen. I try to reach out to tell everybody thank you, and I want to know what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see more of. Like tonight, I was planning to talk about how Bama didn't want OU, and then the Jerry Schmidt news broke, and folks were like, hey, can we talk about Jerry Schmidt tonight? I called an audible, I did that. I called an audible like an hour beforehand. I was like, yeah, we need to do this. And I was able to do all this research to try to give you facts and answer the questions. Mama. Okay, thank you. Thanks, Mama. Anyway, so I'm gonna put together a schedule that everybody can look for, where you can expect to see OU news dumps, like just whole 20-minute long segments of OU football news, the Football 101 videos, the playbook videos, the fun Fridays. Where my best friend and I are actually working on some skits that I think you guys would enjoy based on some of the inside jokes that we already have in occurrence. But, so that's it for the announcements. Let's get back to the lineup, dude. We discussed Jerry Schmidt, and now let's move on to so Romar. So if you haven't heard, Matt Romar fractured his back, and that was the reason why he did not play most of 2017. All right. Which is a big deal. The man actually broke his back, and we were left to, we knew there was injury. We knew that it was going to be hard for him to come back. And this was, he was a 5th-year senior, people are talking about medical red shirt, but would he want to, I don't know that he would want to, he's already talking about what's coming next in his life. But I got tremendous respect for the man because he graduated. Bobby Anderson for one more year. Yes, Rodney Anderson has said he's coming back. He's coming back for next year. I know we've been speculating. There's a lot of people that didn't expect him to go, including Lincoln Riley. But I mean, he's got to be. Him and Kyler have to be front runners for the Heisman in 2018. Yeah, I would think so. You know, if Rodney has the same sort of season that he had for the second half of this season, it's going to be hard to keep him out of that conversation. You know how the Heisman voters love running backs? See Saquon Barkley. See Josh Adams. Jonathan Taylor. You know, all these dudes that weren't going to win last year. Forget it. Forget it. Yeah, I can see 30. You know, he had 1,300 yards this season. Yeah. And like, what? He played, maybe 7 games? Give or take? So, yeah, Rodney's going to be back. Not Kyler, not Rodney. What? Okay. SEC ran Murray out of the conference. Yeah, just so y'all could run Jerry Montgomery into it? So you could run Jerry Schmidt into it? So you could run Keith Ford into it? So you could run Brandon Williams into it? So you could run Jarrett Stidham into it? Do I need to keep going? You know, SEC fans keep wanting to talk about how the Big 12 is trash and all y'all do is keep stealing from us. You know? Jarrett Stidham got run out of the Big 12. Styled on Alabama. Styled on the national champions. All right? Put that in your pipe and smoke it. You know? Get out of here, man. Man, Rico, look. Oh, Daniel. Apply for the Archie for Defense Coordinator Fund. Angry. Appreciate you, fam. Nah, look. I've already said, give me Ken Norton Jr. I like that. Ooh, Ken Norton Jr. for DC. I like that. I do. I like that. You know, that's in that Joey Porter category that I mentioned earlier. You know. Also, Angry had a good idea about who the next strength coach should be. The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Give him a call. If for no other reason than it would mess up Miami fans. Their minds would blow up. I also wouldn't mind Stone Cold Steve Austin getting a call. I wouldn't mind Goldberg getting a call. He got Oklahoma roots. I wouldn't mind Chuck Norris getting a call. You know, make it a celebrity position. I don't care, because the fact is, you recruit monsters to come to Oklahoma, and then they become enormous. You know, they become, you know, the Charles Tappers of the world. You know, the Sterling Shepherds of the world. The Samaje Perines of the world. Ooh, Mama says Norton Jr. is gone soft. Dang, Mom. Mom just salty because her Raiders got John Gruden as their head coach now. So Mom's salty. That's cool. So the next thing I want to really get into is Trey Young, man. We haven't talked enough about how good Trey Young is. 29 points, 10 assists a game. Beat a top 10 Texas Tech team with another bad game. Look, he had 27 and 7, but he was 7 of 23 from the field and 1 of 12 to start the game. And still, you know, just trounced Texas Tech, 75-65. You know, Texas Tech threw everything at that man, tried to foul him to death, still couldn't win. And to be fair, you know, we got 2 losses now, and one of them is to a West Virginia team that just seems unstoppable. They look destined for a Final Four bid at this point, you know, but we get another shot at them. I mean, and the Big 12, man, the Big 12 is rough this year. It is not easy this year, you know? You got 5 of the 10 teams are ranked. And look at TCU. Y'all remember when Texas Christian was a doormat? I do. I remember covering games where Trent Johnson was yelling at players and you could hear him in the rafters because TCU fans didn't care. Now Jamie Dimon got them playing, or Jamie Dixon got them playing lights out. You know, and teams that you expect to be good, Kansas State, Texas, are not really that good. You know? Gary Patterson isn't leaving his head coaching for a DC spot. Nah, but I wouldn't. Ooh, bomb! This is for the next week's Fire Mike. Yes! FireMikeStoops.com. Fire-Mike-Stoops.com is my domain. Give it a shout. We're going to start putting some really cool stuff over there. Courtesy of Bomb. Because mean, he's a super fan, and he's super smart. And it's fun to have people like Bomb in the community. It's fun to have people like Angry in the community, people that just want to talk OU football all the time. What's up, Kirk? I see you, fam. I appreciate y'all. But no, somebody had mentioned Buki. I've been saying that man's name wrong. His name is Buki Radley Hiles. Brendan Radley Hiles picked up a 5-star commit over the weekend. I don't know if you noticed. I made a few videos about it. Picked up a 4-star commit over the weekend. I don't know if you noticed. I made a few videos about it. And Deshawn White, who's linebacker from Richland Hills, Texas, who's a monster. Had like 154 tackles in his senior season. 21 tackles for loss. 2 touchdowns. Playing defense. You know, I think he had like 6 picks. You know, and I got, if you check out the Brendan Radley Hiles video, hey, Sheldon! And hey, Sheldon, tell me what you want to talk about, fam. Like, don't just drop a 20 spot and not say anything. Rico says, means nothing if Mike Stoops is still at OU. Rico, tell me about that 2017 Volunteers year y'all had. Tell me about how good Rocky Top was last year. I'll wait. Tell me anything that was good about Tennessee last year. What about the $1 million that you still owe Greg Schiano for signing him for a single day? Tell me about that. Silence, fam. Silence. DT depth is thin. Yes. Well, and it's going to be thinner, right? Because Devontae Lampkin said, I'm going to the NFL draft. And people keep talking about Devontae Lampkin needs another year. First of all, that's not your decision. It's his decision. He earned the privilege of saying, I get to go to the NFL draft if I want to go to the NFL draft. Because check this out. The NFL ain't exactly accepting applications, man. You know? They're not saying anybody can declare for the NFL draft who's draft eligible. No, they're not. And the fact is, Devontae Lampkin has not had an easy go of it at OU. You know, he's been suspended twice. Yeah, he had a hard time just getting here. He had to wait a week to see if OU would honor their scholarship. Appreciate that, Ike. You know, let me see. Sheldon says, did you see Urban Meyer's backup plan for defense? Well, I missed that. Hold on a second. Sheldon says, did you see Urban Meyer's backup plan for defense? A new and upcoming rising coach from Washington State. Yeah, I did. And frankly, and gets back to the Jerry Schmidt idea, man. You got to hire a 10th assistant now, right? I mean, you have to. Everybody else is going to. So you can't afford to throw money at coordinators and coaches the way that you used to, because you're not at 9 anymore. You're at 10. So let's say you want it to match whatever stupid money that it is that Texas A&M has promised Jerry Schmidt. That means that you're no longer going to be operating in the black. And that's one of the things that OU has done really, really well since Joe C's got here. We're never operating at a loss at OU. We make money. Not only do we make money, but we feed it back into the university. The football team subsidizes the university. There's a placard outside the Fred Jones Museum of Art at OU that says admission is free, courtesy of Sooner Sports. You know, that's not something to take lightly. So if that means you got to let a guy like Jerry Schmidt go, you got to let him go. And I think that's one of the things you're talking about when you talk about Washington State's defensive coordinator. But I don't think he's going to be the defensive coordinator. I think Greg Schiano is going to be the defensive coordinator. You know, and if anybody you can put around Greg Schiano is great. RG for number 10. Could you see Riley taking his bro from Kansas? No, I don't. I don't see it at all, man. That position is too valuable. You know, I want Chip Viney. I would love to have Chip Viney back. You know, and let Chip have the DBs. Send Kerry Cook to inside linebackers. That way you can fire Kish. Oh, then you got another 10th assistant to a Phil. I'm saying, man, let's the inside linebackers. It's not their fault. You know, it's the coaching fault. The players are playing their behinds off. I know people have been bashing on Kenneth Murray and the way that he played in the Rose Bowl. But the fact is, when you put 2 defensive linemen down in front of him, he's going to get washed out and he's going to be out of position. You're not going to fix that by saying Kenneth going to make plays. You know, 3 men on the line of 2 men on the line of scrimmage. You know, to a running-oriented team. Ronnie Kirkins will grow to a defensive tackle. I hope not. I'm tired of that. I don't want to see any more Chukas. I love Chuka. And Dulaway. But I hated to watch him go from a speed defensive end to a 3-4 nose. You know? And that's another reason why Devontae Lampkin is going to do well in the NFL is because he's a commodity. He is a natural Zero technique. That means that in a 3-4 defense, like the one that they play at Pittsburgh, the one that works, the one that they play at New England, the one that works, the one that they play at Baltimore, the one that works, that's what you want. That's how he's going to make a lot of money. So I can't wait for that dude to make it to the NFL. He actually weighs less than Zeus. Like, people want to talk about he got a weight problem. Nah, man. Well, would you like Kevin Steele as DC? Yeah, but I don't think we can afford him. I don't think we can afford the defensive coordinator who beat Alabama. I mean, that's what Auburn gets to say for the rest of their days. They beat the national champs. They beat them. Stone beat them. They get to say that. And it kind of makes me sick because, look, OU could have beat Alabama. All right? Like, I watched this game, and I watched this game going, we not only could we had a 14-point lead against Georgia. Georgia had a 13-point lead against Alabama. I was so upset by this because I'm looking at the style of defense that they play, and Baker would destroy them. Hey, Angry. Appreciate you, fam. Angry's all about this super chat today. I like it. Sheldon says, why do you think it's so hard for OU to recruit 5-star recruits for the past 10 years, especially in defense like Alabama, Clemson, Ohio State? For me, Sheldon, what it comes down to is those teams put players in the NFL, and they put players in the NFL in the first round. I mean, that's what it comes down to. You might notice that. And also, they don't play against spread. They don't play against spread offenses. So you can shine as a defensive back in the SEC because you're not going to get thrown on every play. You're really not. You can afford to play man coverage on the outside all day long because they're run-oriented teams. But every time they step out into an air raid, into a Mike Leach kind of style of system, they get lit up. And if OU had the kind of run defense, OU could stop the run if we gave them a bottle of KO Pectate. I was so upset about that. I can't. Hey, Don, what's good? Get some flowers from Mama. Yeah, man. You don't know how true those words are right now. I appreciate that, Don. But as a defensive recruit, I would look at OU and I would have to be sold and sold and sold, because I know if I go to Alabama, I know if I go to Florida, I know if I go to even Tennessee, Arkansas, I have a better chance of getting to the NFL, of getting to the league, if I have an opportunity to shine. And because most of those teams play 4-man fronts where they have one gap responsibilities, I have also a better opportunity to get sacks. I have a better opportunity to get stats. And that's one of the reasons TCU stays putting defensive players in the league, because they say, Devontae Fields, line up and go get the quarterback. They say, play man coverage on the outside, lock up your man. We'll take care of the rest. They say to the front six, because that's what they are. They run a 4-2-5. This is your call. And they say to this side of the field, this is your call, and to this side of the field, this is your call. It's harder to call the defense than it is to play the defense at TCU, which is the way it should be. The players should not have to think. They should just have to play. Make the calls simple. Don't do the if this, then that. Say play man coverage. Matter of fact, that's how Georgia won. Georgia tried to play cute defense in the first half. They tried to match up with us and play zone against us. And then Kirby Smart got tired of it, got into his defense's behind, and said, no, we're matching up, we're playing cover one, and we're going to lock somebody up. We're going to match up on cover one, we're going to lock somebody up. And that's mostly what they did. They made Baker hold the ball. And then when we get to the goal line, we can talk about how cute Lincoln's play calling got with Kyler, quarterback and quarterback in the game together, instead of perhaps giving the ball to the man who's rushed for 200 yards against Georgia, only 200-yard rusher they gave up all year long. They only gave up 2 100-yard rushers that season before Rodney. Why not just give him the ball and let him go score? But, even so, when you put up 45 in regulation, you shouldn't have to outscore anybody, ever. I don't think it's a chore to ask Mike Stoops, hey, hold him to under 30. Good grief, man. Fire him. I need somebody new. You know, I need somebody new. We should have won that game, and we should have drilled Alabama. You know, should be no Tua legend at all. Should be Baker legend. But, you know, I digress, man. Here's the other part that really bugs me. Lane Kiffin said it. Lane Kiffin said Alabama doesn't want any part of Oklahoma. They want Georgia because they know how to stop traditional offenses. They know how to shut down LSU's and Georgia's. If you put Baker Mayfield in front of them, somebody who can move around the pocket, they're going to get destroyed. See Johnny Manziel. My goodness. See Deshaun Watson. You know, and the truth of the matter is, they put in a really great dual threat quarterback, and he won them the football game. You know, he won them the football game. That simple. And props to Saban for making that call, man. I wouldn't have made that call. I would have stuck with the guy that's 25-2 and won me a national title. You know, I wouldn't have made that call. You know, I would have said, nah, Tua, you gotta wait your turn, fam. They said at halftime, nah, Honolulu, Hawaii, you up. And then left him empty in there after throwing a pick. All right, Val, deuces, I appreciate you. Trevor, Alana, your mama put you on blast. I like it. Now, so anybody, we got more questions? I don't know if you guys have been noticing, I've been making the chat shorter because I know people got dinner to eat, and I know people have jobs and whatnot. It was actually one of the things people asked for. Can we get half-hour live shows? We're going to find out Nick Saban gave Baker the flu. Do you like Cruz Azul? Nah, fam. I don't watch a lot of Mexican League soccer. You know, I just don't. But if I did, it'd probably be Club America. Is Smitty leaving? Yes, Smitty's gone, Black. Smitty's at A&M. He's gone. Saban to the Giants. Yo, so Bruce Arians said that on Colin Cowherd's radio show. He said that there's a job that Nick Saban covets that's open in the NFL. And everybody's like, what job? And Cowherd pinned him down and says the New York Giants. And Nick Saban be crazy to leave Alabama for any reason whatsoever. Got no reason ever. New strength and coordinator ideas. Yeah, we went through that in the beginning of the live stream, fam. But like Chuck Norris. Nah, see, look, Malala Wiggins is already at OU. And Wiggins is the guy that Ricky DeBerry, linebacker, he plays H-back. Ricky DeBerry credited with getting him in the shape to play inside linebacker last spring. So, he's already beloved. Ooh, Rich Froning. I don't know if he fits the culture, man. You know, like I threw Kaz Kazadi out there earlier, and then I remembered that that's a Baylor guy. Probably want to stay away from that one too. All right. Cletus! What is that, Cletus? Cletus, what do you want to talk about, man? I appreciate that. Cletus, what is? Thank you. Thank you. We just want you to talk, bro. I'm talking. But I keep doing you. I appreciate that. So will you be our strength and conditioning coordinator? Yeah, man. I would love to do it. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. How TCU looking for next year? I think we have to have them at home. They're always going to be tough. I mean, that game's always tight. You know, I don't know if people notice that, but like this year, this was the first time in a long time that TCU game didn't have everybody just, you know, on edge the whole game. You remember that 20-17 game at Owen Field? I do. That was tight. We getting locked up. Oh, that reminds me. So we're going to have some set changes to come. Y'all did that. Yeah, man. We got some set changes coming. It's gonna be a whole lot better view. You know, we're gonna have a set schedule. Yeah, man. We moving up. I'm excited. To show y'all what's going on. What's up, CS Fishing? Why don't we start a petition? Because nobody cares. Nobody's starting a petition because nobody cares. We'll just keep yelling it until they golden Pez. Warthog says get a golden Pez dispenser. That's what's up for the blood pressure medication. Riley going to be the next Saban. I hope so. What is it? 5 national championships in 10 years? Are you able to do interviews with athlete staff either on social media or in person? So, not really. Not really, fam. Maybe that changes as we continue to grow, as we continue to become a bigger community. Then I get to actually Goku for strength coach. I'll take that. Then I actually get to ask for those interviews, and maybe we could do some stuff on site. But that'd be cool. That'd be cool. I'd be up for that. Man, I wish Cletus would tell me what he wanted to talk about. Daniel Wilson, did Mike Stoops watch Bama's D play Georgia? Man, I'm not sure if Mike Stoops watched Madden 18, fam. I'm so serious. I don't know what Mike Stoops is watching. I really don't. Herschel Walker for strength and conditioning. Nah, I'm cool. I'm straight. He can go do it at Georgia. Him and Vince Dooley. Let me see. I cannot wait to see RPO with Kyler. Yeah, man. So I got a video coming out probably tomorrow night, come to think of it, about Kyler Murray being a front runner for the 2018 Heisman. I'm excited to see him play too, man. Let me see. Nancy says, we should have had 5 more championships, but we'll never get another one as long as Mike is the DC. Yeah. Tammy says, who's the next big recruit? All right, so we want Leon O'Neal. Leon O'Neal is a safety. He's a nickel safety. He plays that kind of Will Johnson spot. That's who we want. That's who rounds out this class for me. And I think after signing day, we'll do capsules, to let you guys know who's coming in, what you can expect them to do, how they fit into the schemes, how they fit into offense and defense, what the position depth is there, give you all the information you need. But that's the guy to keep an eye on. Samia didn't block during the blocked field goal. Yeah, we know. I choose not to just, I choose not to just come down on Drew Samia. He's had a rough year. He might not be playing guard next year. I'm just serious. My favorite NFL team. I'm a Cowboys fan, reluctantly. It is rough being a Cowboys fan this year, man. Leon O'Neal is a boost, bruising safety. Yeah, he's a beast. I missed the 4-3 defense. Me too. I miss it too. Special teams, the coach also. See, people been just dragging Jay Boulware, but I mean, what we have, we had CD back there, and if he didn't muff a punt, I called it good because we were gonna go down the field and we were gonna score 6. We're gonna put up 45. Rodney Anderson 1,500. Man, Rodney Anderson can get to 2,000 if this offense goes the way I think it is, because I expect to see a lot more kind of a 4-3-5. That's 12 players, fam. That's 12. That's 12 players. We can't have 12 players on the field. I expect to see more of an Auburn, Gus Malzahn kind of offense with Kyler and Rodney in the backfield. I expect to see us run the ball like we threw the ball this year. But then again, Kyler Murray can throw darts, so you really can do whatever you want. What's up with quarterback from Pinnacle? I don't know yet, but we usually don't get the quarterback commits for the next class until June or August. So that's the thing to watch there. Who do you think will transfer? I think Abdullah Adams might be on his way out. Tula Pupu, yeah, the Mike linebacker from Matter Day. Yeah, I'd like to have him too. We always need help in Mike linebacker. It's just a hard position to play because you need to be physical and smart all the time, which is why I choose not to come down on Kenneth Murray Jr. the way other people do, especially him having to play in this scheme. Who I wouldn't be surprised to transfer is Ricky DeBerry. I would not be surprised to see Ricky DeBerry move on to A&M. Let me tell you why. Ricky DeBerry graduates in May, man. He's on pace to graduate. All right? He's on pace to graduate. And Jerry Montgomery and Ricky, that's the guy that coach. That's the guy that brought an OU. And he came as an outside linebacker who played that kind of Eric Stryker role, the kind of guy that just goes after quarterbacks. And then he tried to transition to inside linebacker, and apparently it went so well for him that they moved him to the offense. And now we suffered because of it. We had no linebacker depth. Ricky DeBerry could be playing Caleb Kelly's position, and they could be actually opposite each other. Remember when Stryker and Devontae Bond were opposite each other? Remember how that was awesome to watch? I don't know why I didn't see that this year. I don't get it. I don't get it. But that's the guy that I would expect to see, Kennedy Brooks went the same. Yeah, Kennedy Brooks is going to be a player. But here's the thing, man. We kind of got a logjam at running back right now. Kids transfer and kids get hurt. But every running back that we had averaged better than 5.9 yards per carry. It's going to be rough trying to break into that rotation. You average 6 yards a carry? My goodness. Grant Calcaterra, he can have a really big season. That tight end position in this offense is always going to be just beautiful because you're the safety blanket. You know, you're going to be open over the middle. Do you think we'll land Tank Johnson? He'll be in Knoxville on Friday. I don't think he'll commit this weekend. Let me see. Who I want us to get one. So I think if I had the math right, and Baum might be able to help me here, but there are 25 scholarships that we had open this year, and we filled basically 23 of them. And O'Neal could be 24. Why don't we go get a corner? I want another corner. I want somebody else. You know, I know Jordan Parker comes back, and I know that Parnell Motley's probably the number one going in the spring. But I want another corner to compete for that job, man. I want to lock up that corner spot. And I'm tired of getting, no offense to the guys we got, but I want bigger, stronger corners. I want guys that are physical. I want guys that are knocking people over and guys that like to hit people. Bomb says projected 3 or 4 spots left depending on the player commit. Okay, so we got room for it. All right, Norman, deuces, fam. Yeah, we're already 10 minutes over. All right, if you're in here, shout your name out. I'll call you out. We'll wrap it up, fam. So, angry. Hey, man, angry. Pushing the donation button. I appreciate you, fam. Don Dada Showtime. That's what's up. Anthony was good. Ike was good. Elliot was good. Manatee Power in the house. Paul was good. Crank was good. Jimmy was good. Finn was good. Hey, Terry! Kimmy was good. Thomas was good. Okie Cub in the house. Austin, what's up? Black was good. The 185, I like it. Shane Basher in the house. That's what's up. Jay Johnson in the house. Michael Davis, I feel you. Christopher Bundy in the house. Mark Fish in the house. Work hog. Kyle, do your homework. Kenny Smith, what's good? Mama! Angry! Appreciate you, fam. Cat Tiger in the house. Cade, what's good? Legendary J, I like it, fam. David, what's good? Mike McCoy in the house. Flame, what's good? Doc Winston! Nah, man, thank you. Rudy, appreciate you, fam. Daryl, what's good? Bruce in the house. Daniel Wilson in the house. Cryptic Gumbo, I like it. Let me see. Daniel Woodford, what's good? Carl Hawkins, what's good? Soundplug, I like it. Q-Ball, what's up? Nancy, what's good? J-Word in the house. Princess Leia, what's good? Lance Morris, what's good? Mark Fisher, what's up? Bastian Reynolds, what's good? Jared, what's good? Bobby Pierce in the house. What else we got? Ken Holland in the house, I like it. That's what's up. Tavian, what's up? Nebraska, what's good? Ooh, Nebraska Huskers in here. Ooh, I'll see you in 2020, fam. Or 2021. Willie Ricks, what's good? Reggie, what's good? Appreciate that, Dirty. Dirty stays in the comments. Hank, what's up? Anthony, what's good? Let me see. The 185 is already. Let me see. Daryl, what's up? Tammy, what's up? Rocky Top. Hey, Rico, I appreciate you, fam. I love you. Jesse, what's up? Billy in the Red Twins, what's good? Smitty, what's good? Let me see. Your first time, Soundplug. Hey, that's what's up. I appreciate you coming through. Chris Monday. I appreciate that, fam. That's what's up. Ian, what's good? Lloyd, what's up? Let me see. Blast. Braden and Maddie. What's good? Cat. RJ for DC. Angry. That's what's up. All right. I appreciate y'all, man. I have a good time. I'm glad y'all have a good time. Please tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. You know? People wanted to talk about strength and conditioning coach today, so that's what we talked about. You know, it's one of the things I want to do here. Kid says, thought Mike was leaving. If you like the videos, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. You know, the community keeps growing because y'all grow it. Cletus! Thanks, fam. I appreciate you. Cletus, off the top rope. All right, fam. I'll see y'all tomorrow, all right? Deuces.